Dear friends, let us now go to the second section of this essay. The writer says in the first section that education is a lifelong process. There is no end to education. A person can be branded as an educated person if he is ready to learn till the last moment of his life, till the moment he goes to the grave. Next, he says what he means by general knowledge. General knowledge is the knowledge about many different things, and this is opposed to a detailed knowledge about one particular subject. If a person has detailed knowledge about a particular subject, he is a specialist. He is called a specialist. For example, a person who knows how the heart functions and the different things associated with the heart, how to keep it in good condition, how to make it function well, if something goes wrong, how to get it right. We call him a heart specialist. So, if somebody is a specialist, he has detailed knowledge about something. The writer says the aim of all higher education is believed to be to know something about everything and everything about something. The writer is surprised to think of such people. There are so many things in the world. How can you know something about everything? The writer says such people are exceptional in the society, and nature must have given them extraordinary minds. They must be abnormal people or unusual people, because it's very difficult on the part of usual people to remember something about everything. No normal person can know something about everything. And those people who know everything about something, what is wrong with them? The specialists. What is wrong with the specialists? The writer says they are incapable of elastic thoughts. Now, I have this remote in my hand and I put a lot of pressure on it from both sides. It will not expand. But if I take a rubber in my hand and I pull it from both sides, it will expand. No, specialists know a lot of things about a particular thing, but they have very little knowledge about other aspects of life. Their thoughts are not elastic. It doesn't accept other knowledge, other types of knowledge. They can never think, the writer says, beyond their fields of expertise. They are experts in one particular field and they are only interested in that particular field. They are not interested in other things of life. One should concentrate upon those areas of learning, the writer says, which fascinate him and which appeal to him. For example, I like to teach, so I must think of becoming a teacher. Somebody who likes to draw must become a painter or an artist. Somebody who likes to sing must become a singer. So you must take interest in those things which fascinate you and which appeal to you. And next, what you should do? He should then enlarge those areas by growing his knowledge about wider areas connected to the field of his liking or choice. The writer gives an example. What he means by this particular sentence. Now, suppose you are interested in music. Suppose you are interested in how to play the flute. You are a specialist in that. Not a specialist, you are interested in that. So writer says, not only flute, playing of the flute, you should also be interested in playing of other instruments. Or if it is flute, there are different types of flutes. How you must be interested in how these different types of flutes work. You must also be interested in how these specialists in your field, those who existed before you, how they worked, what difficulties they faced, and despite facing difficulties, how they became superheroes, and how you can take the thing forward. So you should also know the history of flutes, when it was invented, since when it is in use. So different things associated with playing of the flute. So this is what he means by enlarging that area by growing his knowledge about wider areas connected with the field of his choice. You like a particular thing, it doesn't end there. You try to know various things associated with that particular field. Now, the writer says a person having an interest in music wastes his talent by studying engineering. Such a person should not restrict himself to the study. If you are interested in music, you should not confine yourself, restrict yourself to the study of music alone. Now, if you do that, you can't be an inspiring musical artist, inspiring musical critic, a person with detailed knowledge. You can increase the knowledge by learning about various things which are related to this area of your special interest. Now, the writer says, he takes the example of somebody who is interested in music. So he says, the person can read plastic art. Somebody who is interested in arts, he spends much time in reading the biographies of musicians, the history of their times. Then he must also try to find out, he must also try to read the thoughts, feelings, experiences of his superiors, those people who came before him and how they became expert musicians, and he must try to find something new. Similarly, if somebody loves literature, he should not only read literature but also read arts, history, language. No person with love for literature can call himself educated. The writer says, unless he has the knowledge of at least one literature other than his own literature. My mother tongue is Odia. I know many things about Odia literature, but at the same time, I learn at least one more literature. In my case, English literature is the literature about which I always try to know more. The writer mentions that by the expression an educated person, he doesn't refer to one who has passed his examinations, but who has acquired a trained, elastic, and cultivated mind. So your mind must be elastic. It must be in a state to register new experiences. It should not be a closed kind of thing. No, no, I am not going, I am an expert in music. I am not going to allow any other kind of thing to enter into my mind. That should not be the case. What should be the case? Yes, if I know something, if I find something new, I must try to know something more about it. So, true education enables the beneficiary to apply their mind to areas beyond their schooling. What we learned at school, if we can learn something beyond those things, then that will be very interesting. So, what exactly he means by education? Education should not be linked with class, degrees, mere bookish knowledge, the knowledge that we get from the books. It is not specialized knowledge either. It is a continuous stream of fresh ideas. And a person who learns till the day he dies can be called a real person. And his mind must be elastic. His mind must be in a ready state to accept new ideas from entering it. An educated person has a greater degree of general knowledge and common sense. And education is never, it never comes to an end. Education never comes to an end. It is a continuous process. It allows flexibility to the mind. It doesn't constrict the mind. It doesn't choke the mind. It doesn't disallow other ideas from entering your mind. It is elastic and allows other ideas to enter into your mind. Thank you very much.